Welcome back, everyone. Terezi's next instruction was murder. Bye. Terezi, draw outline. Professor Pucefoot immediately begins drawing a pointless chalk outline around the body, as is standard protocol, which is to say you hold a piece of chalk to a snout and draw it yourself. Yuck, the chalk is getting blood on it. You'll have to discard that color. Password. Murder. Ugh. Deploy the witness. He is critical to the investigation. Huh. The stairs? Mission accomplished, I guess. Well, scarf item number 4, at least. There you go, Terezi. Your stupid plush dragon can help you with your weird investigation, or whatever fucked up thing you're doing there. Thank God I changed that. We sure are making some awesome progress here. Not. Okay, there's just no way that change was important. I know this stuff can be pretty subtle, but come on. She has to be messing with me at this point. With my new powers, I feel like I'm the ultimate prankster, but to be honest, I'm having a hard time figuring out who's pranking who here exactly. It's me, isn't it? I'm the one getting owned, aren't I? Owned by a crazy blind girl trolling me through time with notes written in her blood moments before she died. But she's also kind of trolling herself too? Damn, I'm dealing with a true professional here. Alright, enough of this asinine horseplay. Let's see what the Scarf of Stupidity has in store for me next. Justice. Okay, Dave. I will show you some sensitivity and cast suspicion on the intellectual merit of everything you have ever said. Thank you. I will further demonstrate my friendship by dominating the rest of this conversation with lengthy accounts of my emotional tribulations, leaving no space for you to submit any amusing outbursts. That sounds awesome. Quiet! Now where was I? Justice problems. Oh yes, of course. You see, our aims are not that dissimilar, our pursuits of justice, I mean, but yours is motivated by anger in the heat of the moment, which is blinding you to the consequences of attempting something very foolish. You are far too cool to succumb to anything like that, which is why you will come to your senses shortly. My situation is a little bit more complicated. It's less personal, though once it was a grudge which propelled our rivalry. Now its resolution has become a matter of practicality, if not professionalism. Business-like. The way a true legislacerator conducts her prosecutions. Dave, did you know that centuries ago on my planet, legislaturators were not confined to stuffy court blocks arguing cases before his honorable tyranny? Oh shit, are you fucking serious? Yes, also shush. I know you were sassing me due to my use of terms unfamiliar to humans, but it is true. They were deployed throughout the galaxy to apprehend criminals by any means necessary. No, I got that they're like your alien death lawyers who were sort of kind of like bounty hunters in olden times. Pretty simple to decipher the context. I thought I told you to be quiet. I'm monologuing here. Anyway, they would not rest until their suspect was in custody one way or another. They would gather evidence over the course of the investigation, compiling a case to be presented at this trial, should one be held before the final submission of the guilty corpse to judicial authorities. Personal feelings and vendettas did not matter, nor did even the nature of the crime. Only justice did. They were selected for their cunning and martial prowess, and for their ability to understand the minds of the criminals they sought. This is why the burden has to be mine. I think I'm the only one who knows how to handle her. As such, she is my responsibility. She? Shoosh! Okay, I can't even make little interrogative quips to grease the wheels of your monologue. Oh, yes, that's okay. In fact, it's very helpful. Who do you think? That doesn't matter. Right now, all that matters is justice. Oh. Yeesh, what a gruesome scene. I wonder which troll this was. She looks really cute. It's sad that she died. Let's see, what does she want me to do here? I'm all out of stuffed dragons, so I don't think anyone will be cracking this case anytime soon. So I guess the clown guy did this. I'm laughing my ass off. It looks like he left all this bullshit littered around to frame the body to frame Vriska. Did Vriska actually fall for this? Okay, this one's easy enough. There you go. There you go. There, you're welcome, Terezi. Keep up the good work at solving dumb crimes. Oops, here you go. Gotta go. Spider Troll, you are correct. The spideriest one of all. You decided to take her down then. I guess so. You don't sound that psyched about it. Well, I'm here talking to you instead of actually doing it, aren't I? Huh? What? It was Gamzee, you idiot. Over. Hey, Terezi, when you told me you say you don't need him, did you mean Karkat or Dave? Maybe you shouldn't date Dave either. The way you and he described it, it sounds like it got weird. I don't know. Just offering some friendly dating advice. And this caper we're doing is so crazy. Anyway, later. It means both. Like, she got so caught up in these relationships because she thought she needed someone. And she doesn't. That doesn't, but here's the kicker. She's changing things in such a subtle way. It's not that she doesn't date these guys. It's that she doesn't get so stupidly attached. Terezi? Hello? What the fuck is going on over there? Honk. Terezi, exit door. The door is locked. You will either need a key or to break it down with force. You need to achieve an especially heightened state of determination to pull that off, though. Honk. Hello, John. Oh. Oh. Grab a horn. You will know what to do. Honk. Fuck. J'accuse! There, I honked the stupid horn. One more to go. Terezi, are we getting to the point anytime soon? I'm getting tired of all this meaningless prankstery bullshit. I'd like to be able to say we at least tried to change something important here. I'd rather not have to go back to Roxy and say, sorry, your mom has to stay dead forever because Terezi decided to play some funny jokes on her for no reason, and also fix her romance problems. It'd be nice to do something that would actually be significant enough to, you know, prevent that from happening. Huh? Oof! Oh, Jesus Christ. Oof. Whoops. Roll. Hey. Smooch. Oh. Sad huss. I knew that I was her only hope for resurrection. Perhaps my cybernetic intelligence was not as flawless as I believed. In my haste to revive her, I neglected to let them know I was the only chance she had. If they understood the nature of my powers, they may have tempered their aggression, and if I wasn't so hurried to use those powers, I may not have let my guard down. Alas, I did let my guard down, and with it, my queen. But more importantly, my friend, who surely stayed dead. Poor Roxy. Do you suppose we should be expecting her ghost to join us too? Though I admit, part of me feels guilty, hoping she will join us in death. I do not know. But guilt notwithstanding, I truly hope to see her again. Killing a dear friend while in a compromised state of mind is frightening to imagine having to live with that for eternity. I'd be miserable if I never had the opportunity to make amends. It's sad she died, but then isn't it kind of sad we all died? Personally, I'm really hoping she shows up. Jane, why don't you prepare a cholsona for her as a gesture of reconciliation? It's the least you can do. Why, yes, I do believe I can make that sacrifice for the good of our friendship. Huzzah! So getting back to the story, I take it from what you said, letting your guard down, you believe this was how you died? I'm almost certain of it. I can remember nothing beyond that moment. And if one of your friends managed to get the better of me, I have no doubt my death would have been considered just, considering the trouble I caused. Yeah, likewise. Do you remember who it was that killed you? Not to hound you for details, but trivia like this tends to be historically important. Plus, I would like to draw this scene. I'm sorry, my memory of the incident overall is quite vague, but it wouldn't be surprised if the one who dealt the fatal blow was the leader of the raid. This was the unanticipated factor. Their leader was someone who was not expected to show up with them at all. The presence of this lone interloper was enough to discombobulate a scheme millions of years in the making. This hero occupied a blind spot as much to the contents as to my present recollection. But of this, I am sure. The hero was bold, wily, the sort of firebrand personality that needed to take such a stand. An intrepid soul who was not about to take the verdict of paradox space lying down. You see, Callie, your historical documents make no mention of the leader of the raid because originally the curtains closed early on this plucky customer. But the hero was was written back into our story by some inscrutable gambit of circumstance, which we may never fully understand. And with that flourish of revisionism, the tide of luck turned on the shiny new dime. All bets were off. The tilt between the friendly and felonious was a true horse race again, a real barn burner in the brewing. Yes, there'd still be hell to pay after Jade and I made our exit, sure as sugar cubes. There'd be ashes to sift, wounds to mend, fallen to mourn, not being privy to the aftermath. I can only surmise as well as the next gumshoe, but with respect to the fate of our comrades, of this much I am convinced. When the curtains finally closed this time, their leader would make sure everyone was standing on the right side of them. That is to say, the side any interested onlooker would be able to witness. Jeez. You're really good at telling stories, Jane. Yes, I'd had no idea you had such a talent. How sneaky of you to hide such a gift from me all this time. Here, here. 5 stars. Would listen again. Oh, shucks, you guys. Wow. Not sure what to expect in this one. Alright, here goes. Flip. Knock her out. You can't let me kill her. Talk. What sort of story would this be, with our knight and seer made to stay cadavers? Certainly not one the Alpha timeline would allow. Well... Hello, John. No, Terezi, don't do it! John? Egbert, punch! Doof. What are you doing? What are you doing here? Kapow! John, no! Flip. Spin. Thud. Skid. John, what have you done? Whew, that was close. Why are you here? How are you here? It's a long story, Terezi. Don't worry about it. The important thing here is we did it. Everything's gonna be okay now. Did what? I'm not sure exactly. Oh my fucking god. Well, I just clobbered Vriska and knocked her out, like you said. Jeez, I hope I didn't punch her too hard. Wow, she's really down for the count, isn't she? Got a lot of extra punching practice in my fight with the skull jerk. Maybe I gained a bit too much man grit for my own good. What are you talking about? Do you have any idea what you've just done? Yeah, I randomly appeared and knocked Vriska out cold, just like the scarf told me to. What scarf? This one? You weren't supposed to do this. I was supposed to kill her. You just doomed us all. No. I mean, yeah, it was supposed to go that way originally, but now it doesn't have to because of, like, weird retcon magic and also your crazy mind schemes. Mind schemes? Yes, well, you from years in the future, just before you died, I got help from your older, possibly wiser self. You helped me come back here, using the mysteries of the mind. I see, but that does not answer the most important question of all. What? Why are you such a dork? Shut up. Let me see that scarf. No. Yes, give it here. No, quit it. You fucked with the Alpha timeline. I want answers. Hey, I had to jump through a lot of your lame prankstery hoops to get here. Plus, I saved Vriska from your backstabbing ways, so you don't need to do that for whatever stupid reason you were going to. How about a little gratitude? Just tell me what the scarf says. I need to know what I said. Look, all it says is this list of bloody passwords and instructions, most of which are dumb pranks. Pranks? Yeah, I think so. Why would I send you back in time to play pranks? Because you're a fucking weirdo. Screw you. Wait, so you actually were the one who stole my dragon and wrote those notes? Yeah. Why? I don't know, you told me to. Probably to prevent you from fucking up your life. And you're sure you didn't just make a doomed timeline here? Yeah, pretty sure. This is like a fresh start from this point on. Give me the scarf. No, stop badgering me about the fucking scarf. It's mine though, it has my blood on it. No, it belonged to my dear departed friend and her name was Future Terezi. You bastard. Look, it doesn't even say anything else. I already did everything. Wait, what? There's one last thing I have to do. What? It says I have to give you my wallet? What? But I don't actually have my wallet. You don't? No, I lost it years ago. I think I gave it to, damn, who was it? Liv Tyler? The bunny? Or was it that short chest dude? Shit. Why would I tell you to give me your wallet if you don't have it? I guess you didn't realize I lost it? Well, hell, even I can't remember what the items were still half the time. I can't remember what items we still have half the time. Terezi, just between you and me, unconscious Vriska, and that dumb clown there, this adventure's been one huge fucking mess. What could even be so important about giving me your wallet? Actually, it says give her your wallet. Did her mean you or Vriska? I guess it's a moot point since I don't have it. Let's just call it one small flaw in your otherwise mostly stupid plan and get on with our lives. It's not my plan. Yes, it is. Or was. I mean, will be. Or won't be anymore now that we changed all this stuff. Shut up. Maybe if you could tell me why we need the wallet, we can make other plans to compensate. I don't know. Maybe you need to capture something really big? Like what? I don't know. It's just some vague crap you wrote on a scarf. John? Oh, fuck. How in the contemptible name of my permanently hate-soiled jerk-off trousers can you possibly be here? No, I'm not doing this. I'm not explaining this retcon shit again. What shit? What the fuck happened to Vriska? Is that Gamzee tied up on the floor there? With a horn shoved in his mouth? Trezzy, why is Gamzee tied up on the floor? I was so worried about you. I thought he'd gotten to you for sure. That is sweet of you, Karkat, but there was no need to worry. I cracked the case. With investigation skills like mine, it was inevitable. LMAO. Okay. It would have been nice if someone told me what sort of preposterous shit was taking place up here. What happened to Vriska? Why is she passed out on the fucking floor? Because I punched her in the face. What? You heard me. Okay, John, listen, first of all, shut your fucking mouth. I don't even know where to begin addressing the globe-numbing absurdity of your sudden presence on this meteor. Let's just awkwardly strafe along the perimeter of that humongous stink-belching trunk beast in the room and let the violently uninhibited nerd grilling commence. Why did you punch Vriska in the face? I mean, not that I necessarily blame you, but still. Karkat, take it easy. Here, read this. What the fuck is this? It's all in the scarf, buddy. It's all in the scarf. Get this nasty fucking rag out of my proximity. Hey, that's mine. Oh man, this is turning into a stupid circus. Honk. Shh, I should really get out of here. The timeline's already boned enough already as it is without me hanging around. What, you're leaving already? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter that much if I'm here. We already changed history, like, almost completely. That was kind of the point. Vriska's not dead anymore, so that means... Wait, what does that actually mean? What the fuck are you talking about? What's this shit about Vriska being dead? Can someone explain this to me? Vriska's dead? No, she's asleep on the floor over there. That's what I'm saying. So that means I'll never be able to get the life ring from Tavros, but I already have the ring, so I guess that doesn't matter? Who's talking? Wait, does that mean Vriska's ghost stops existing? Or is her ghost just going to keep existing in the dream bubbles because of reasons? Karkat, what is he doing here? Wow, great question. Why don't you take a fucking number and get in line for that one? I've already got mine. It's the first number there is. The first number there is. An angry, trembling digit, towering and erect, pointing directly at the trash-faced kingpin of inexplicable horseshit himself. God! And if I never ended up meeting her ghost, I guess I never stuck my hand in the house thing to get the retcon powers in the first place. So, how? God damn it. Her ghost? He's talking about ghosts, everybody! Everybody listen, he'll surely explain everything at any second now. This should be great. Can someone please tell me who's talking? Shh, Solix, pipe down. He's about to spill the fart niblets. I can feel it. Okay, guys. Really, I've messed with your timeline enough as it is. Sorry for clocking you, Vriska. If you can hear me in your dreams, you probably can't. But hey, I guess this means I get to meet Alive You soon instead of Ghost You, so that's neat. Egbert, don't you dare fuck off. Please tell her I'm sorry for punching her in the face, but also she's welcome for saving her life. I'll see you guys later. In 3 years, to be precise. What? No, don't. You stay the hell put. Don't you hear? Do you hear me, PJ packing? Do you hear me, you ugly PJ packing, flap sniffing shit infant? Later, dude. Poof. I suddenly don't understand anything, and am currently casting sincere doubt on the laughable insinuation that I or anyone else ever actually did for even a single moment. Kanai, don't be such a damn noob. The explanation for all the stuff I just heard is so obvious. What is the explanation? Motherfucking shenanigans. Fuck. And his goggles are all fucking askew. Meanwhile, back in the void. Ring, deliver. Handhold? It is time to return to reality, such as it is. I remember now. Remember what? I remember what happened to us. Jane's story helped jog my memory of the final moments. She's right. When I went to hijack the meteor, there was someone there I didn't expect to see. Well, who was it? I think Jane covered the who pretty well with her colorful description already. What's more interesting is, it made me realize I've been wrong all along. Wrong about what, Jade? We were never dead at all. We've been asleep. And if there's anyone Vriska is extremely good at putting to sleep, it's Jade. Act 6, Act 6, Act 5. Oh, okay, it doesn't do anything if I click that. Fuck. Toby's really pulling all the stops on this one. Ha! So nice of you to join me. My masterpiece. Oh, to join me for my masterpiece. The fruits of my artistic toils are finally at hand. You're welcome in advance for the narrative majesty you're about to witness. It cost literally millions of cal coins to produce, as well as most of my attention span for any further creative endeavors, but you will probably agree, tearfully, that it is worth all of this expense and more to see my tiny actors of living putty dance. Get ready to get dazzled as I fucking destroy the transcendental boundaries of unconventional media. That juju chest shouldn't be moving. Sorry, I bumped into it. Let us begin! The tale of my masterpiece describes is basically a spoiler to the ending of things. It takes place in a future moment long beyond when we, you, or I have any business seeing what happens. But I found out and learned of this spoiler. I saw it once, on one of my planet's many screens. The land of colors, and the land of mayhem. It knows all. and it will show anything to any man who is willing to find the right key. And it turns out that just such a man is the man that is me. God. I wonder, is he asserting that the magical land he was able to unlock was the land of colors and mayhem? Dear God. So I will show you what I saw. Not with the crude two-dimensional shapes from my computer pencil, but the lavish 2+ dimensional forms of my groundbreaking clay puppets. Behold, as I innovate objects of artistic expression, which you trashy fuck-munchers never thought to pioneer before in a million years. Here's a shot of me bowing in advance for being great. Ah yes, movie magic at its best. I will tell you what I saw on this screen. Believe me when I say that it happened precisely as I show you here, shot for shot. This takes place after I get the magic rainbow eyes, and yet, still before I am huge and wear a dapper trench coat for winners. But, as you can see at this point in my rise to dominant invincibility, I'm feeling pretty chuffed about myself. My power is sick, and my special eyeballs are gnarly as can be. I would tell you I can hardly wait to be this cool, but as you know, I am a man of patience and aplomb. Also, look closely. I've got my juju chest there, which I will win as some choice booty from victoriously slaughtering my denizen, King Yaldabaoth. Inside is a mighty weapon, which will come into play a little later. In my theater of wobbling puppet drama, it's like they say about the theater. If you see a juju in Act 1, then the juju will probably be used right away in Act 1, to make everything more exciting as soon as possible. Also, which I should mention, one more banner piece of swag in my possession. I'm not sure how I came about this later. Much like the clockwork lasers and primo fashion jacket, it's a ring that found its way to me somehow. A golden ring of void. It becomes mine one day. The most beautiful thing I never knew I always wanted, yet somehow preemptively coveted. It lets me stay close to the darkness, to vanish and appear again, in places I have no business fucking with. Full of plump and meaty people, alive and living, who one day will plead with the gods, begging them to curse my name. Here I am, lording it over my minions. The classic honk friend, my rabbit pal for life, and my floppy puppet buddy. I'm bossing them around, being the shit as always, whatever. When suddenly, 8 assholes snugged up in their goofy pajamas appear out of nowhere for some wrestling royale with yours truly. They all steal a ride with the wind-pricked snappy ghost magic to catch me unawares. It worked. Judging from my skull expression, I was really surprised. But then, my skull turns giddy and sinister, because I know in my heart that truly they are about to get owned. They're all frisky and ready to fight. I can tell they're psyched about this, like they've been planning it and biding their time, and now they think they're strong enough to overtake me, if only because of the surprisingness of their ambush. And maybe they're even right. Maybe they could beat me. They have a lot of fighting levels and magic boons now, just like me. But see, I don't even give them the chance. Like I said, I have a superior weapon. And I see no reason not to use it right away. What would be a fucking point in holding out? Suspense? Bullshit. I pulled out the big guns nigh instantaneously, because I think like a great winner, but like most things that are good, the thing has limitations, and rules and stuff. All jujus have rules. The cooler the juju, the trickier the rules. For one thing, this weapon could only be used against 4 guys at a time, because its shape has, like, 4 slots or something, so I chose my targets carefully. I selected the 4 of these jokers who I deemed the greatest threat to me. The blue Philistine with the belligerent fists, of course, so he can't own me again, with hurtful insults to my art. And also the alpha male, and his smooth ways, say goodbye to him too. I couldn't risk messing with his sword, which I understand to be the only thing in reality that is poison to my invincibility, because of an illegal ingredient, a white round circle of total knowledge. Oh, I targeted the 2 corresponding females as well, because why not? The dog one is a nightmare of powers, and the orange one perturbs me with a dictionary blither. Good riddance to bad teens. And just like that, they were gone. Their souls were trapped in my juju forever. This solves one problem for me, but starts another. The juju, when its shapes are filled, changes in nature. It stops being a weapon I can use ever again. It's weird and a bit lame, but you can't be too picky about awesome jujus. You have to take the good with the bad. And once I use it, it became mysteriously intangible. Like a hole, a gap in the teeth of my story, that now exists as a dangerous liability to me personally. It can only ever be used as a weapon against me from now on. Such as what Yaldabaoth, the great lewd snake, will tell me about the juju when we meet. So after using it, it made me nervous. So in the blink of an eye, I trapped it back in the chest and banished it away where no one would ever find it, deep in the bowels of the furthest ring, using my ring-based communion with the void. Poof! Good luck digging that one up, haters. It's never going to happen. With the first 4 banished, the team of heroes was cut in half, to be much easier for me to devastate. A smutty swordsman, an underpants wimp, and 2 flippant bimbos. I would call it a cakewalk, but when you are this cocky and brash, you don't walk, you strut, no matter what kind of dessert you find under your feet. I should also relevantly mention, I am still in the possession of the swordsman's juju, his floppy friend of childhood, the one which I recognize to be an empty husk. He demands from me that he wants it back, presumably for emotional support. I can in no way blame him. Keep an eye on this one. The foreshadowing of him is pre-important for later. Now is when the pummeling begins. The fracas is loud and large. Power levels are off the charts. You can't even follow what's happening with your eyes. It also appears that Gamzee is dead and has been cut in half immediately. I'm mostly toying with them, though. It's all too easy for an ascended lord boy like me. I have platter full of knuckle sandwiches to go around, plus other human food products you're familiar with, but also involving knuckles to make the punching metaphor work. There is more than enough to satisfy every hungry fist deserver. And I know what you're thinking, that I have a reputation for having a problem of unfair cruelty that goes at silly ladies more than great gentlemen, to which I take great offense, but still, let it be unconditionally accepted that I am a fair man who listens to criticism and works ever and always to improve my masterful craft and my tremendous decency. So, I have committed through a pledge of personal beautification to try doing less misogyny and start doing more prosogyny. In fact, I fucking love sogyny, and I will FIGHT anyone who disagrees from that. Henceforth, look, all bodily terrorism is being dealt in precisely equal and respectful way, both the feeble hoe and tiptoe gent alike. I'm ruining them, really. It's not a contest. They're a bunch of pitiful, emotional children, and I am a premier invincible titan of roughhouse brutality. It's too easy. Speedo Boy is down for the count because I slapped him gingerly. The masked floozy's looking a bit woozy. The cake maid took one drub one too many and has to lie down for an overweight nap. This leaves me, mano a mano, against the anime prince in his nonsense trousers. It is a pretty good fight between us. Because he's strong, and I admire that. Why shouldn't I let a battle happen for longer when 2 tough dudes are involved, strutting their stuff? But in the end, his sharp glasses and sword machismo weren't enough. I got the supreme drop on his powerful body with my wrestling moves. My overconfidence was my Achilles' downfall, though. I made, admittedly, the amateur's boner. I turned my back on the body. The crybaby in the yellow panties got upset with me, that I was wailing so excellently on his increasingly battered pretty boy ninja stud. I mean, he threw a fully fledged tantrum of pure hope. The hope. My God. It was blinding, beautiful even. Okay, maybe the cotton isn't doing it justice. Yeah, maybe that just looks stupid. You know, you try things and sometimes it just looks like shit. Let's call this my one and only fuck-up in history ever. Well, my second, maybe. Second only to underestimating this sad sack wuss of hope. Who knew that such a simpering charlatan had such an outburst stowed in his girly bosom? Clearly not I, even though I had the information well in advance. It was just that surprising. It seems that hope power is overwhelming, even to the clockwork man-junk. It looked like I thought I could use my rainbow seizure field to overpower his massive gay hope bubble. Alas, it was my perfectly justified hubris which bit me in the ass, in the end. Even though I'm sure I must have known this outcome was going to happen, it can still be worth it to get owned, if it means having a lot of self-esteemed hubris about yourself. And so the English boy deals me my first defeat ever, since ascending as an invincible Technicolor Time Kid. I get dunked as fuck, and land square on my bottom. I remain prone for several minutes, staring at the ceiling, blinking a bit, pondering where things went wrong in life. Now, how I, the Lord of Time, could experience such woeful ownage. There is no bodily harm, of course, except to my incredible ego, which is a fate worse than getting broken bones, so I just lie there, thinking sadly, achieving some depression. I'm sure at this point I turn to thoughts of respect. Respect for the pansied ass, pretty-legged page, and his maybe accidental prowess. I misestimated him, and the admiration happens in my breast. Maybe I'll jack his swagger too, as he once did mine. Maybe after a lifetime of utterly deserved humiliation, sobbing, and spontaneous urination, he's earned that much. The clue here is that I steal his name. God, you thick, stupid fucks. Why do I even bother with subtext or find literature nuance? God, fuck. God, I take his name later. English, that's me, later. That's my name, you stupid brainless fucks. Holy shit. You're dumb as bozos come. God! Meanwhile, Strider regroups from his trouncing and sees this chance to do away with me for good. He knows by now that he can't kill me, but he can do the next best thing, which is to banish my soul. He's hurt bad and is slow to use his pink soul-killing spell. This gives me time to rebound from my shameful ass whooping too, and pull my sorry butt out of the own zone. So I get up and I nearly get the drop on him before he releases his spell, but then what's this? There's a commotion. The haunting sound of neighs, except they're robot neighs? This is when the horses come into play. The goddamn horses. How truly and utterly ironic that my very demise could be in the proximity of some horses. What? No, really. What? I didn't follow that. I'm still not following it, to be honest. I'll have to think it over. I'm thinking it over right now, and I have a feeling I'll be thinking it over for the rest of my life. Perhaps we all will. Wait, they should be robots. Hold on, while I paint the horses to look more like metal horses. Damn, the work of a craftsman is never done. So basically, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm really distracted. I'm saying to myself, this is ominous as shit. Nothing good can either follow or precede any event such as this. And then, that's when it happens. The sweaty, muscular ghost appears out of nowhere. I have no idea who he is or where he came from. Judging from the face of the guys, they don't either. Nobody sees this coming. It's a total ambuscade, and my skeleton jaws dropped as shit. He pins me in place with his ripped muscles, and I'm completely immobilized. Partly because of the strength, and also due to my awe and admiration. I just can't move. This gives Dirk just the time he needs to do his flamboyant pink spell. It owns me completely. But sadly, to Dirk maybe, it also owns the muscle hero. Both of our souls are consumed by the enchantment. I think he thought he could destroy my soul, but he bit off more than his fleshy skull could chew. So he used his irony again and stuck my soul in his juju, exactly the way I stuck his buddies in my juju, the one I got from Yodelberger. Fuck. It's like poetic justice, I guess, except puppetry instead of poetry. So pathetic justice. Oh yes, I think I like that. The muscle ghost came along for the ride, and I guess his soul got trapped in there too? I have no idea what that means. Honestly, it's disturbing as hell, and I'd prefer not to dwell on its greater ramifications to my long-term existence. Maybe it's good, maybe it's dumb, maybe it's good and dumb, or smart and bad. There are so many word things that can be when you're confused. At this point, his beloved Juju is no longer a hollow vessel. It is very much crowded in there, chock full of souls, belonging to hardcore brawling brutes, and he knows it. His puppet is not a problem to do away with, just like my Juju was. So they do the same basic thing. They get their drunkard sorceress of void to banish the puppet once and for all, into the darkness, never to be found again by probing hands of meat. Yes, never to be found. Well, let's not forget, there's one half of Gamzee in there too. But not never to resurface. Oh no. You see, my soul is a tenacious one. I know this fact firsthand because it has been inside my brain all my life. It's a real motherfucker, I'll tell you that much. The puppet's essence will flop and flutter through the shadows for eternity, surfacing in the nightmares of the unsuspecting, weaseling its way into the hearts of yucky, shitty children, and when its infiltrations in that universe has taken hold, the seed will have been planted, and it will pave the way for my emergence to wreak my badness from universe to universe to universe. Each one will fall, and each time I will get stronger and older and bigger and buffer. Oh, yes! It will be time. It will be time indeed for me to get ripped. And now, if you'll excuse me, I must put down the toys and ways of the child and confront the big thing of becoming a huge man by dueling the supreme beast of my legend land, his serpentine eminence, Yogurt Boner himself. I'm about to go fight him now, so this is the last time you will ever hear my excellent voice. I will duel and crush my slithering sexual snake boss to finish what I started when I stepped my metal foot into this children's farce. I will do that because I want to, and when that is said and done, and you see me at the peak of mountain of trophies, resting on my throne of prizes, I want to get to tell you that I did what I wanted to do. So if you remember just one thing I say, of so many great things said by me, then please remember this. I wanted to play a game. MSPA Reader. Mental breakdown. You get it? Because it's little Caliborn. I'll see myself out.